Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in a video today, and we're going to be going over the most recent trade in the MLB as the Toronto Blue Jays are trading for catcher slash outfielder Daulton Varsho from the Arizona Diamondbacks, and the Diamondbacks are receiving Lourdes Gurriel Jr., who is Yuli Gurriel's brother, so Astros legend Yuli Gurriel's brother. And also catcher prospect Gabriel Monroe. I think I said that right. And then the Blue Jays get Daulton Varsho, who is coming off a great year, had 27 home runs, 74 RBIs, 235 batting average. Good year at catcher, good year as a center fielder. And yeah, so I think this is a good move for them. I don't know about what they gave up. I don't think that. I think obviously that I'm not gonna say they took the L on this one because I think Daulton Varsho should be great for them, but it just feels like they gave up a lot. Gabriel Monroe was a top prospect for catcher. Supposed to be a big catcher, and now he's a Diamondback. So he could be really good for the Diamondbacks now. I don't think maybe he played a little bit in the majors this year. I don't really know, but I think that that's something that's not going to hurt them right now. But in a couple years, that's going to hurt them. I think Gabriel Monroe is going to be a really good star in this league. But I could be wrong, so we'll see. With prospects, it could go either way. But Lourdes Gurriel is also a really good player. He's a really good hitter. He's a really good outfielder. So I would probably say they probably felt comfortable to trade Lourdes Gurriel because he's going to be a free agent next year. But in my opinion, if I was Lourdes Gurriel, I would go back to Toronto. So yes, you're getting Daulton Varsho, but I would be a little upset that you had to give up Lourdes Gurriel Jr. because I think that he's coming off a decent year. He's always played really good for them. And even if he's going into free agency, he's a big part of your team. Now, here's something I was thinking about when I read this trade: is where's Daulton Varsho going to play? Is he going to play at catcher? Is he going to play at catcher? Is he going to play at center field? Now, we did hear that a couple weeks ago that the Blue Jays were trying to trade. They were trying to trade their two catchers, Danny Jansen and Alonzo Kirk. I wouldn't be surprised. You guys keep an eye for it. I wouldn't be surprised after probably Christmas. I don't see it happening tomorrow. Obviously, tomorrow's Christmas Eve or Christmas. A couple days after Christmas, I think the Blue Jays will trade, if not both, one of Alonzo Kirk or Danny Jansen. I think they're going to keep one. I really do. I think they're going to keep one because I think that Daulton Varsho is going to play a mix of the outfield and the catcher position. I think that Daulton Varsho will play catcher a lot, but I think that he's going to play center field too. I think it could be hard because they got Kiermaier and they got Springer, but I think why not? They don't have the decent. Lourdes Gurriel was their third outfielder, and they got rid of that. So, if I'm the Blue Jays right now, I'm trying to see if I can get a left fielder for Alonzo Kirk. I'm trying to trade Alonzo Kirk and trying to get a left fielder. See if you can do that. But yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting to see where Daulton Varsho plays. Is he going to be the catcher? Is he going to be the center fielder? I mean, we'll see. I think more of the catcher position, for him, but I think the Blue Jays will be able to squeeze him in a little bit at center fielder every now and then. But yeah, I think we'll just see. I think he should have a good year. I think that, right now this looks like a good trade for the Blue Jays, but this trade could come to bite them in the ass. And so we'll just see how this goes. I think Daulton Varsho should have a good year, but I think it's just all about what the Blue Jays gave up. I think it was too much. I know the Diamondbacks were asking for a lot, but you gave up one of your top prospects. I think top 10, and a really good outfielder and hitter in Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And so we'll see how if that hurts them. Speaking for the Diamondbacks now, they I know that they're still bad, but I think they're up and coming. I really do. It's kind of like how the Orioles they came in last year and shocked everybody. They were close to making the playoffs. They did not, but they were really close. They were one spot out. And Diamondbacks, they weren't good last year, but they had a way better year than usually finishing last in the NL. I think they won like 70 games last year, maybe. I think that could be right. And now they've added some decent hitters. They've added in Kyle Lewis from Seattle, added in Lourdes Gurriel, Gabriel Monroe, I think a couple other pieces. So I'm not going to predict it, but I think the Diamondbacks could be one of those teams next year, like where the Orioles were a complete shock, and they just started to win. How many they got on a big winning streak, but I can see the Diamondbacks kind of being like that team this year in the MLB. I could be totally wrong, but that's just my opinion, guys. You guys let me know what you thought about this trade. I think both teams are going to eventually do good with this trade, but I think ultimately it's going to in the future it's going to come to hurt the Blue Jays. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.